We can go ahead and call this meeting to order. If you'd like to do the roll call.
Ms. Balahi? Ms. Johnson?
Here.
Mr. Kleiss? Ms. Marlin?
Here.
Mr. Miles?
Here.
Mr. Shetty? Ms. Welter?
Okay, do we have any changes to the agenda? All right, we can move on and for the approval of the minutes. Does anybody have any questions on the minutes from the January meeting? Would anybody like to move to approve the minutes?
I move approval.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All right. All approved?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Public input now?
Just let's go to welcome
Oh,
real
okay.
fast before. I just wanted to say hello to two of our new Market Advisory Board members, and I'll let you both introduce yourself. We'll start with Shay, not to put you on the spot or anything.
I'm Shay Balahi, and I'm a grower at the market with Air Luminous Farm.
Thank you. And Carrie?
I'm Carrie Welter. I'm an Urbana resident board member.
Thank you both for joining the Market Advisory Board, and welcome.
All right, we'll go ahead and with public input. I believe we have one member of the public that would like to speak. If you'd like to come on up, we'll give you 5 minutes, and then we'll be cutting you off.
You may need to. Hi, I'm Peter Davis. I'm the owner of Champagne Cycle. You may know that we have opened a shop in Urbana on Race Street. And we've been in business for 45 years. The Urbana shop is a new and interesting expansion for us. It's a very different environment than our Champagne shop, which is way out on the west side around Country Fair. And I consider it much more a suburban location. The Race Street location is much more an urban location, and we're interested in seeing the difference. But the thing that we've noticed already, and we have been open 1 month today, is there's a whole sense of community in the downtown that is very different for us and is very interesting and exciting. And going in, we had wanted to become more involved in the community. I think that there are more and more things that are happening in downtown Urbana. There are festivals, there are promotions, there's an evening entertainment element to downtown Urbana that we're excited about. We also are looking for ways to sort of cross-promote with businesses, and we have set up 2 now. This month with Common Ground Food Co-op, we are giving a $500 gift certificate, and their members, their patrons, can enter for a raffle for this gift certificate. And what it does is it obviously benefits us, and hopefully it also benefits Common Ground. And then next month we're doing the same thing with Art Mart. So we're trying to get into and work with the community. And one of the things that we had talked about internally is the farmers market and what we could do in relation to participating in the farmers market as a downtown business. And the question for you is, what do you want the farmers market to be? You know, is there room in the farmers market for downtown businesses to participate, sort of to cross-pollinate between the two? And we don't have a real good idea at this point of what we would do. We've had a number of ideas, and it's not so much sales as it is outreach, education. Yeah, we could do safety checks. We could do, you know, talk about, educate products like helmets, lights, locks, so on. I had the idea that we could do the same sort of gift certificate and do a raffle at the downtown market and do like a $300 gift certificate. And I don't know if this would run for a month or a week or what, but sell raffle tickets, but have the beneficiary be a park, a magnet school program, a something, so that all the receipts would go to that designated, I don't know if charity is the right word, but entity, and we'd do a gift certificate. So there are a lot of things that we have thought about that we could possibly do in conjunction with the market. And, you know, the question is, what can we do? What do you want the market to be? And so that's basically my question and my input. Is there room in the downtown market in the farmers market for downtown businesses to participate? Is there discussion now? Are there questions?
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm the director of Urbana's Market at the Square. And I stopped by your shop and I spoke with Alex, I
Right.
believe, and we talked a little bit about how something like this might work at the market, and taking into consideration that our market is a producer-only market. So the vendors that are at the market must be the ones that make, create, grow, produce the items that they're selling there. We talked about maybe a community group or something like that. With our community groups, you provide community resources and you make no sales at the market. So that was an option that we were thinking about, especially with partnering with CU Bike Month in May, or Bike to Market happening all 5 markets that happen during the month of May. So those were a couple of options. So we did discuss those, and those are a couple of opportunities moving forward, whether it's in partnership with the Bike to Market or CU Bike Month, working with them, or somewhere near Community Group Row where we have the Bike Valet set up sometimes, or on Walnut Street where we have the Bike Valet set up during those days might be something we could work together on, if that seems like a good idea.
Well, we don't know. We're looking for opportunities.
Mm-hmm. Is there other?
Are raffle sales allowed?
Um,
I don't know. I'm just
That would-
Yeah, I don't know either.
That would go through the clerk's office. From my understanding, if you have a raffle, you have to register it with the clerk.
so
and,
it is a possibility.
The county clerk,
No, the
with
city
the
clerk.
city clerk.
city clerk.
Mm-hmm.
So in conjunction, if you were working with even a group like Champaign County Bikes or Safe Routes to School, that would be a couple of other groups that also are at the market
Mhm.
a lot. So raffle sales would be allowed.
The market wouldn't participate.
No.
But if that's something that you wanted to do on your own with one of those groups, that might be a possibility.
Well, I mean, it's like Cunningham Children's Home or something like that, but, and then engage their members to sell the raffle tickets. We wouldn't even have to be involved. The whole idea is to, you know, obviously it's promotional for us. But it's also it would all benefit whoever the beneficiary was. Yeah, and it exposes those entities to the wider population also.
I forgot to mention earlier, there's also the bicycle rodeo that happens across from the market, in the parking lot across Illinois Street from our entrance on that side. And that's another opportunity where there's a lot of families that come to market on bike, or they bring their kids through the obstacle course to have something set up over there as well.
Well, it seemed to us that a lot of the participants, customers in the market, are also cyclists, and so providing some sort of being involved there would be good.
Yeah, I wonder about additional youth activities. I know at other farmers markets, I've seen, bike-powered apple press machines, or smoothie-powered or bike-powered smoothie making stands, something like that, where youth and families might be able to get involved in some capacity. I'm not sure if that would be something you guys would be able to do, but just a thought.
Well, we don't have the equipment at this point.
Okay.
I was just going to mention another opportunity might be as a UBA member, the UBA often sets up at the market, and as a UBA member, you could set up with them at their tent. So that'd be another possibility.
Well, we're not so much looking to sell stuff, because it would be difficult for us, as if you people are participants, I'm sure you know, it's difficult to move all that stuff in and move it all out. And so, as I said, we're thinking about more specific safety-related things, more demonstration than sales, and then things like repair or safety checks, stuff which we do produce. So, it's just, we need to determine the opportunities where our interests overlap.
We can certainly, kind of explore some different options and get back to you on that.
Okay, that'd be great.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Am I correct that we have no other public input? Okay, we can move on to new business. No new business. Then we can go ahead and go with the announcements.
Just a couple of announcements which are included as part of the packet for this meeting. The 2014 schedule, just a reminder, the first market, as you all know, is Saturday, May 3rd. Actually, it says May 4th in our announcements there, but it's May 3rd. And our new poster is being plastered around town in all legal locations. It's not guerrilla promotions or anything. And then the market will run for 27 weeks, ending on Saturday, November 1st. And also, as a side note, our schedule for Sprouts at the Market is ready, and we're finalizing our schedule for Art at the Market as well. Applications, I gave an update as of last week. We had approved 135 vendors and community groups to participate in the market this season so far. Last year, in total, we approved 229 vendors and community groups. So I think that's a pretty good number for it being only the beginning of April. And we have more folks that apply to be vendors and community groups throughout the market season. As long as we have space available, I'll try to find or place anyone interested in being a vendor or community group in those open places.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
How does that compare with this time last year or previous years? Do you know?
I feel like we have a lot more applications earlier this year than we did last year.
Okay.
A lot more. There was a few days where I was getting 15 or 20 right as we had our early bird registration. So we've had quite a few. And there's another 9 or 10 in the hopper still. Yes, Dan.
My Do you have situations where people share a spot, so like you got two people at one?
There are a few
That-
situations where that happens, but that's
They
something.
don't need a full spot, you know?
Right, that's something that I have to approve in advance. And so that way I can make sure that it's noted on the market map and both vendors submit the appropriate paperwork and follow all the, instructions and directions as outlined in our vendor handbook. Both have to have an Illinois business tax ID and pay the application fee. I think there's maybe 3 or so situations where that happens at the market. Another update, the Illinois Farmers Market Association, I presented at 2 recent workshops, one of which I presented with Jessica Snyder, who is the events coordinator at the Urbana Business Association, and both presentations went really well, and it was fun to share information about Urbana's market with other markets from across the state. With the Illinois Stewardship Alliance, the market is, staff are working closely with the Stewardship Alliance on a few different programs. One happened just recently on Monday, March 31st at Cafeteria and Company in downtown Urbana. It was a Chef Farmer Mixer. There were about 3 of those Chef Farmer Mixers that took place throughout the state, and of those 3, ours was the most well attended with over 44 people attending. We're also working with the Illinois Stewardship Alliance to help promote their Buy Fresh, Buy Local campaign and their upcoming Local Flavors series of dining events that are going to take place around Urbana and Champaign. And we're also working on a Buy Fresh, Buy Local day at the market to happen later in September, so I'll keep you posted as more information about that comes around. Another update on our hardscaping and seating project. I don't know if you noticed when you came in that there's been a lot of construction for our new seating area out at the market in the northeast corner. Just this morning they were pouring concrete for the sidewalk as some snow flurries were coming down, so it's covered right now. I don't think they expected that snow today. So that's exciting. Our furniture has been ordered. If you want to check out what the furniture looks like, it will match what Common Ground has in front of their store, only ours are in super bright colors to match our bike racks along Walnut Street in the orange and turquoise and red, and there's 4 tables. I can't remember what the other color is, but you won't miss them. They're bright. And lastly, the market will have an intern beginning with the beginning of the market season. The intern will work approximately 6 to 8 hours each week in the office, as well as a few Saturdays during the market season. The intern will assist me and other market staff with tasks, market prep, marketing, social media, event planning for our programming out at the market, and some other tasks as well. No additional funding will be needed for this position. We've had a little bit of a change in our seasonal staff, and we have some creative scheduling happening this season, so that intern will fit right in, and I'm excited for her to start. Her name is Hannah Van Treese, and she's a student at the University of Illinois. Those are all the announcements that I have.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
We at council we had talked about arrangements for shade, and I guess the hackberry tree is still there to provide some shade. But does the furniture include umbrellas or any kind of canopies or something?
There's a hole in the middle of the table where you can insert a pole with an umbrella shade, so that's definitely an option. We haven't purchased any of those yet because although I believe the hardscaping for the seating project will be done by May 1st, the brick wall won't be in place until a little bit later in the season, and so I wanted to wait until the furniture was permanently affixed to the ground to figure out our dimensions before we ordered anything like that. So it's definitely on the radar. I just didn't want to jump ahead and order the wrong size. We'll make sure those are really bright too.
Do we have any other announcements?
Oh, I have one more that's not on here. Stan, do you want to tell us about a recent award? Oh, come on. Sorry.
was involved. We was involved in a nationwide contest that it holds. It's a I don't know how to explain it. It holds regional events throughout the United States, and we was invited to the one in Chicago over the weekend, and we won that one. So it entitles us to go. We'll go to Aspen in June for the national event. So what it does is it's a heritage breed pig that we raise, and they're promoting that, and they go, like I say, different regions throughout the United States, and they have 5 chefs, 5 farmers, and 5 wineries, and they all compete. And the winner then, like I say, gets to go to Aspen in June. So we lucked out. So thanks, Natalie.
Let us know when you need all of our travel arrangements so we can cheer you on. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Do we have any other announcements? All right, then I guess we can move to adjourn. Okay. All right. Meeting adjourned.